I now totally understand the reason why sometimes when VDM say he does not take Nigerians serious, I used to feel one kind, but I have begun to understand a whole lot of things about Nigeria. You know, we are living in a country where the citizens are not actually serious, where the citizens are after the monetization of their accounts, where the citizens are not actually after the substance, but after the surface. You know, 3 years now down the line, almost 3 years now down the line, that Wike and Tinubu has been running Nigeria. Up to this point, we cannot really say this is what this administration has done that is benefiting the Nigerians on the streets. We cannot really pinpoint one thing that this administration has done to benefit positively the Nigerians on the street. In year 2020, when Nigerians were fighting for EndSARS, Malians terminated a democratic administration at the middle. They weren't waiting for an election year. They were fed up and said, no, if we buy, we buy. If we survive, we survive. But this man must come down. Jonathan, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, was one of the AU members they sent there to calm the situation. When they got there, the Malians youth said, Oga, no, this man must come down. After about 3 months or 4 months of protesting, people were buying along the line, but they persisted. The man had no choice than to come down, which make Assimi Goïta become the president of Mali today. Madagascar, less than a month ago, the government refused to give them water and light. Only these two things made the citizens to protest and said, no, we are tired of living in darkness and not having good water or enough water to drink. Less than a month ago, just two things. Since this administration have come into power, for the fact that all of us that are living in this generation, we were born into a country that we have not experienced good light, good road, good healthcare, good education. But now, our lives are even at stake. This is not what concerns the youth. This is not what is a problem in Nigeria's cyberspace. We are looking for Regina Daniel to trend. When you go to all the blogs since yesterday, it has been Wike and the soldier, Wike and the soldier. And nobody is talking about the people that are in the bush in Edo North, the people that are in the bush in Enugu State, the lives that are going in Plateau, Benue, Zamfara. What the kidnappers and the herdsmen are doing to Nigerian citizens. Nobody is talking about it. The insecurity in this country has not gotten to the stage where Nigeria youth will decide to shut the country down. Because it's not a trending news. It will not trend. You will not gain followers. Everybody after monetization. And because of that, we are losing our senses just because of monetization. Whereas if you chase the right cause, monetization will come on its own. Engagement will come on its own. Somebody like Harrison, he doesn't struggle for engagement. Somebody like VDM, he doesn't struggle for engagement. Why? Because they are chasing the right cause. That's the reason why when a trending news come up like Regina Daniel and Ned, everybody carry it just because it's the trending news. They need engagement. Just like Fina the other day, everybody, both Nigeria, home and abroad, were carrying it. Fina. Now Fina's story has gone. What next? What next? And that Dangote trailer are still buying people. Everybody after trending, nobody is talking about permanent solution or a solution to problem. This is how dumb a lot of Nigerians have become just because of monetization. It's a big pity. This is the reason why all the politicians don't take Nigerian youth serious. All of them. They look at us as people who don't know their rights. They look at us as people who are not serious. They look at us as people who are dumb, and that's the honest truth. A lot of Nigerian youth are dumb. A lot of Nigerian youth are unserious. A lot. The reason why when you go to some countries like Nairobi, Kenya, South Africa, a whole lot of developed African youth, African countries, when you go there, the reason why those countries are constantly growing is because the youth put things in place to make the government work. One of the most frequent countries that protest in Africa is Kenya. And one of the most beautiful countries in Africa is Kenya. Why? When the government make policy that does not favor the country, the citizens, the youth, they come out and say no to that policy. So why will such a country not work? In Europe, one of the most frequent countries that protest is France. Why? Because the youth they know that the government, their future is in the hand of the government. So when the government make policy that does not favor them, that does not favor the citizens, they protest. If there is an increase in price that is above their income, they protest. And we have Nigerians in these countries. We have Nigerians on the social space. And a lot of us are still dumb. There is a problem. When we Nigerian youth understand these things, wicked will go out of the picture. Wicked children will come to the picture. A lot of all these politicians that are currently in the corridor of power, a lot of them have trained their children in Nigeria political system, how to come into power, how to take the power, how to run with the power. A lot of them have trained their children. We can practically see it in Sheyi Tinubu and Nyesom Wike children. It's not even all about godfatherism, and they are bringing their own children into the system. Invariably, if we are not careful, their children will also rule our children, just as their father did. And we are keeping quiet about this. We are talking about Regina Daniel and NEND, a family problem. Since when this thing has been trending now, since when Regina Daniel, this is a man who was elected to represent his people. What concerns his family problem and Nigerians? When have you heard a member representing a people, a senatorial district in other country having a family problem, and you see the citizens talking about it on their social space? What concerns them? That's your family problem. We sent you there to represent us, to make policies that will favor us. Your family problem is your family problem. Nigerians are so, a lot of us are dumb. And this is the problem. Until we fix it, we go nowhere.